We were married just under 12 years. Alan was a proud father of 2 beautiful little girls. He loved being a truck driver and loved to take his girls on the road with him. He had a great and sometimes dark sense of humor that matched mine perfectly. Alan taught me to take care of myself, and I'm forever grateful to him. Alan Jolly.
Ray Eubanks, passed 4/29/13, age 59. Ray loved his family and was granddaddy daycare for his 2 precious granddaughters. He never met a stranger and was full of life. I miss his big cuddly teddy bear, but know he is watching over me. What a blessing to have been married to Ray for over 29 years. Ray Eubanks.
I'm going to apologize in effect to June if I mess up the pronunciation of your last name. Labby. Thank you, love. Paul Labby, passed February 10, 2008. Married for almost 31 years. Served in the Army National Guard, where he earned sharpshooter status while continuing his job as a steel forge worker. He then joined ranks with his wife June at the ambulance company, where he restocked all the equipment and drugs that the medics needed, as if every call might save one of his loved ones. He received an accommodation for his exemplary service of over 10 years. Paul went on to become a supervisor of security at Tampa International Airport, where he received an accommodation by the FBI for spotting a terrorist bomb in a laptop during screening the day before 9/11. His parents were his family was his world. Paul and June would be celebrating 40 years of marriage this Sunday, June 25th. Paul Levy.
Scott Dyer, passed January 30th, 2013. When Scott and I married, he took on a family. I had 3 kids, 2 were teenagers. He loved and treated them as if they were his own. He was a people person. He loved everyone and was always quick with a smile or a funny line. He loved life. He loved his kids. He loved me. Scott Dyer.
James Withers, passed October 28, 2016, 70 years old. I would like to quote the line of a song, "You Deserve to Be Remembered." In you I found a special friend who never let me down, who understood it all, reaches out each time I fall. You're the best friend that I found. I know you cannot stay, but part of you will never go away. Your heart will stay. I don't need eyes to see the love you bring to me, no matter where I go, and I know that you'll be there forevermore, part of me. You're everywhere. You'll always care. Remember you this way. James E. Withers.
Louis Wrestler, passed September 1st, 2016. He was 75. Louis was a big guy with an equally big heart. Everyone loved him. He was an electrician by trade with the soul of a philosopher. Our grands called him Papa Bear. I called him the love of my life. Louis Wrestler.
Haley Larson, passed away January 29, 2017, at the age of 52. We were together for 13 years, and he lost his battle to alcoholism after 8 years. He was much more than his demons. He loved to ride, and he loved to smile. I will never find his equal, and that's okay. His life was short, but it was full. He took care of his parents and brothers until the end. He raised my children as his own and taught them what a father should be. Haley Larson.
Dan D., passed August 19, 2012, 61 years old. He was a very proud American. He served his country during NAM in the Air Force. He was a very free spirit, carefree, wild, and fun. He married me with 3 children under the age of 12 and loved us. He brought me through breast cancer and fought along with me every step of the way. He will always be loved and missed. Dan D.
Amanda Ray. Amanda was in the process of getting her doctorate degree in education when out of nowhere she was diagnosed with final stage colon cancer at the age of 33. There were 2 things she died believing. One is that she would be healed of cancer, and second, that she would get her doctorate before the disease got her. Those prayers were answered as God healed her the way He saw fit. She received her doctorate degree while in the hospice facility just 11 days before she passed. Her last spoken words happened just 3 days before she was promoted to heaven. With my boys in the room, she each gave them a hug and told them she loved them. She closed her eyes, went to sleep, and days later she met Jesus. Amanda Ray.
Mark Glover, passed October 16, 2013, age 47. Mark was incredibly shy, incredibly giving, and very soft-hearted. He loved to draw and write. His superpower was loving me enough to survive my daughter's teenage years. Mark Glover.
Sherry Landreth entered into heaven on February 23, 2017, at the age of 68. She was one of those special souls that could fill a place with laughter, make you feel glad that you met her, or bring peace to a troubled soul. She never knew a stranger and had an eternal youth about her that was almost childlike in manner. She brought to me intense love, joy, peace, and wonder. For nearly 34 years we were married. I have no doubt that heaven is now filled with her laughter. Sherry Landreth.
Hansel Thompson, passed December 23, 2014, at age 57, from liver cancer. We were married almost 32 years, raised 3 daughters, and had 7 grandkids. Hansel loved fishing and camping, especially near Cherokee, North Carolina, where we vacationed for 30 years. He lived his entire life unfiltered and never passed up a chance to laugh or have fun. He spoke his mind at all times, regardless of what anyone else thought. He spoke up against racism and judgmental ways of thinking every chance he had. He taught everyone around him what true love was, and that love was the most possession. He taught me how to love and how to truly live. Hansel Thompson.
Patrick Howard Ball, husband of Liz, father of Emily and Brian, grandfather of Matthew, son-in-law of Bert and Becky, brother of Walter and Michael, U.S. Navy veteran, firefighter, 911 operator, golfer, singer, joker, long boy extraordinaire. Patrick Howard Boyle.
Jerry Jerome Carroll, passed the 10th of July, 2012. Jerry was my best friend and the love of my life. Jerry traveled the world in the Navy and traveled the U.S. in a big truck. No matter where he went, family was important. He was husband, peepaw, dad, son, and friend, and still missed by all. I'm including a message from his Navy buddy, James Cotton Turpin. Delana, it truly hurt my heart to hear this. Jerry was my friend, a real friend, and although time and distance separated us, I know if I needed him, as always, he would be there for me. A true shipmate would do anything for you and always had your back, good or bad, because that's what we did to protect each other. To think he will no longer be able to say, do you remember when? The world has lost a true American hero, and if anyone can doubt it, you send them my way and I will explain it to them. Fair winds and following seas, my friend, you will be missed. Gary Jerome Farrell.
Robert W. Hayes, also known as Bob, passed December 19, 2013, at the age of 73. Bob was retired. He was a disabled veteran of the United States Air Force who proudly served our country for 23 and a half years. He served 2 tours in Vietnam. He was an accomplished musician who loved playing the pedal steel guitar. He was a loving father to 10 children. He may be gone, but he will never be forgotten. Robert W. Hayes, Bob.
Donnie Malone, passed November 12, 2014. Amazing man with a big heart and a crazy personality. Loved his family. Donnie Malone.
Larry Hatzel, passed 10/28/2005. Larry loved his family and friends. He loved the quiet outdoors and a good morning hunt. By his acknowledgement, he was a jack of all trades and a master of none. He enjoyed an ice-cold beer, which led to more than a few in some of our disagreements. Yet I loved him even more for his human attributes of not being perfect, which made him perfect to me. He was my best friend, confident, helpmate, lover, husband, joker, teacher, and father to our sons. He is loved and missed dearly and forever. Larry Hatzel.
Lisa Ford, passed May 20th, 2016. Lisa was an amazing woman. She taught me kindness, love, the joy of sharing, and that money and material things are not the things that are important in life. She was kind and generous to everyone. She loved animals of all kinds, especially polar bears, dogs, birds, and ocean life. She loved the ocean and always wanted to be on a boat or a ship. We were both cheated out of our future happiness and robbed of everything life should have and could have been by a monster named cancer. She was the love of my life, and a million words wouldn't be enough to tell what a wonderful person she was or how much I miss her each and every day as I attempt to go on without her. Lisa Ford.
Tom Berg passed away on September the 11th, 2016, after a 13-month battle with cancer. Tom loved life. He had his dream job, a morning show DJ, and loved every minute of it. Upon receiving his cancer diagnosis, he kept a positive attitude through all his treatment sessions and multiple surgeries. He fought every day to live, and did so until his body could no longer fight. Tom Berg.
Edward James Ash, passed September 9th, 2016. Edward was a very hard worker who loved his family. He was a master electrician and loved his job. He served in the Air Force and was a proud American. The world won't be the same without him. Edward James Ash.
Bruce Rode, passed June 16, 2008. He was a huge Steelers and Buckeyes fan. Great father to our 3 children. Always helped everyone he knew. Smart. Just seemed to know everything about anything and is missed so very much. Bruce Rode.
Dave Masterson, passed on May 8th, 2013 at the age of 39. He loved his family, farming, and going to the races. He loved driving his wife around in his John Deere tractor. Dave Masterson.
Again, I apologize if I mispronounce this last name. Lawrence John Gambiglia, passed 6/16/2010, 61 years old. Larry was a loving husband and father to 2 children, Sarah